I have to tell the time. Good morning. Hello, Facebook. Hi, yogis. How are you today? If you are just tuning in, I'm going to guess that you have your mat. You're sitting on your mat. If you are just joining, grab your mat. Grab a block. You don't need one, but if you have one, grab a block. It's really great for support, which we all need, right? We are doing a class today on twisting postures. So twisting postures are anything really that rotates the spine from the tailbone on up, even through the back of the neck, right? So just looking side to side is a slight twist. Just a little disclaimer here. Instagram, listen up. I didn't say this to you guys, but be really mindful of your twisting space. If you have any issues with your back, with your neck, if you are potentially pregnant or you know you're pregnant, really do these lightly. Some deep twists, aren't that great if you are, housing another life. So be very gentle and mindful of that. If you're good to go, no injuries, no spinal problems, nothing wrong with the neck, you're not pregnant, you feel free to twist as deep as you would like. So again, twisting comes from the base of the spine, and it's like, it's not really in the hip area too much. We'll go through this in class. We'll try to keep the hips level, but allow the spine to twist and open, allowing the muscles in the back to stretch and lengthen, and really just giving ourselves a bit of a fiery practice today. So watch out. We'll balance it out in the end with some cooling things. So have a seat, get on your mat, and then allow the eyes to close. Giving yourself a moment to check into this space, maybe flip the palms to face up, sit up really tall, and take a big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go out the mouth. Do that again, take a big deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, let it go out the mouth. And so just check in here with how you have woken up, with what you have woken up with, just how you feel physically. Maybe note any aches or pains, any kind of uncomfortable spaces, mentally, physically, spiritually. And then start to take note of the breath. We'll start to deepen into the breath here. We'll start to cultivate this ujjayi breath, so allowing the breath to come in and out the nose. Allowing the back body to expand wide, and then letting the breath wrap around to hug front body. As you exhale, allow the breath to come out the nose, soften heart, soften back body. Good, allowing intention to find you here. So intention for why you choose to show up to the mat. This is a very individual space. So deepen this space of just awareness and of breath. Allow a bit of intention to find you. Don't search for it too hard. Just allow whatever pops up in your head first to be your intention and roll with it. So you again, have this individual space of practice, individual to yourself, unique to you and who you are. And sitting up really tall here. Take that right arm, reach it up really tall here. Bend the elbow, gently grab a hold of the left ear. Take the left hand, press it down to the mat. Guide the right ear to the right shoulder. So without tugging on the space, being very mindful of the side of the cervical spine here, the side of the neck, and allow the left shoulder to relax down the back. Come back up to straight, switch, right hand comes to the right side. Inhale, reach that left arm really tall. Grab a hold of the right ear, gently guide the left ear to the left shoulder. And then breathe into that space, really allowing the right shoulder to soften. Good, release that left arm, bring it back down. Sit up really tall here. Good, and then drop the chin down just a little bit here. And then we're gonna gently drop the right ear down. Bring the chin back to center, drop the left ear down. So it's just a really gentle neck roll here. So instead of the full circles, we're just rocking the head side to side. Making sure the jaw is unclenched, the shoulders are relaxed. And then maybe you allow this rotation to come fully. We don't have to, but maybe you like to lift the chin. And bring this to a full rotation. Maybe switch directions. Good. Bring it back to center. Inhale, reach the arms really tall. And our first twist of the practice. Turn to the right. Drop the right arm down right by the tailbone. And then sit up tall. So the idea, again, that the twist happens from the base of the spine. So we start to find that rotation, sitting up tall, hips stay squared, and then gently starting to look behind you. To be gentle with the left hand, left shoulder is soft. Okay, come back to center, inhale, reach it up, find length. So we allow the length before we twist to happen. So we like to elongate the spine as much as we can, giving ourselves enough room to find that twist. So without the compression of that sinking down, lift up, big breath. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand comes down to the tailbone, right hand to the left knee, but very soft. Okay, make sure you're breathing deep here. Come back to center. We're going to come onto the mat. So we're going to come to the hands and knees. I'm going to tie my hair back so it stays out of the way. Find yourself in all fours. We're going to slide back to child's pose from here. So taking the tailbone to the heels, I'm going to stay propped up because of the microphone. But allow yourself to maybe settle the head down to the mat. If you can, maybe you slide your head onto a block. Keep it lifted. But we're going to find a little twist or side bend in this balasana space. So inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, walk the hands over to the left side. Keep the hips centered here. So without leaning forward to do this, find the heaviness in the tailbone and the hips. Maybe right hand comes on top of left. Again, you can allow your head to drop down. I'm just keeping mine lifted so the audio doesn't get muffled. Breathe deep into the space. And soften the shoulders a little bit. Walk it back to center. You can settle a little bit here. Press the hands down into the palms. What? Press the palms down into the mat. Take the tailbone to the heels. You can take a breath. And then exhale, walk it over to the right. Maybe take the left hand on top of the right. Soften the shoulders. And being mindful of how you feel side to side. But honor that space, that difference. Inhale, come on to all fours here. And find some alignment, shoulders above the wrist, tailbone above the knees, hips above the knees. Inhale, lift the gaze, belly drop. Just a few cat-cows here in this neutral spine. So we're not twisting, but we are kind of finding that flexion and extension. Release the head. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop the gaze. Good. Come back to your tabletop here. Good. Reach your, I don't have space to reach my right arm to the side. You're going to reach your right arm to the side. Maybe you reach it up. And then exhale, threading the needle here. So you're going to drop your right shoulder, right arm down to the mat. The right side of the face starts to come down to the mat. And then the left shoulder walks forward. And if you want to find a little bit more of a deep twist in this spot, we can allow the left arm to reach up. Maybe you wrap it around the small of the back. Maybe it wiggles in to find inner thigh, inner hip, making sure that you don't feel that you're compromising this space. If you move that left hand, if that was support for you, put that left hand back. And breathing into this space, so threading the needle is what we call this posture. Feeling that openness through the left side. And making sure not to kind of tense up through that right side. Going to take one more breath. Could release the left hand, reach it back up. So again, we twisted it, so we want to extend it. Place the left hand down to the mat. Press yourself up, tabletop. Add that cat-cow, so kind of connecting here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop the gaze. Good, inhale, lift again. Pay attention to the breath. Exhale, drop the gaze. And so now taking that left hand, we reach it out to the side here. Maybe you open it up a little bit. This is what I was not capable of doing on the other side. But then thread the needle here. So drop that right shoulder down to the mat. Drop the left side of the face down to the mat, and then walk the right hand forward. I'm going to show you how to modify this here. So if this doesn't feel good, we can do this right here. So sit up and just draw that left arm across the chest. Right arm comes up. So any degree, any amount. And so if you're in on the belly here, maybe you reach that right arm up and then can wrap around if you'd like to. Maybe it wiggles around to find inner thigh, inner hip. And then once you find that sweet space, that soft space where you can hopefully relax into it, continue with the breath. And gently release this right arm, reach it to the ceiling, place the hand down, come onto all fours here, and then we're going to bring it into downward facing dog. So tucking the toes underneath, pressing the palms, allowing the tailbone to guide you and kind of reach you back. Good, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And allow the palms to press down into the mat, spread out your fingers really wide here. Maybe you pedal the knees a little bit. Just give yourself 2 touch. Base with how you feel in this posture. Gentle on the wrist. So when I was talking about wrist pain and how they have wrist pain in practice, modify here. So come off of the wrist. Maybe reach the hands forward. Maybe you just take a break every few minutes and roll the wrist. So allow your practice to be your own here. So don't ever feel forced to do something just because you see it on Facebook. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, walk the feet just a little bit closer. So we're going to shorten our down dog here. Take the right hand, reach it to the left ankle. Maybe you just reach it to the left side. Good, so a little bit of a balancing posture, but then adding into the twist, looking underneath the left shoulder. Good, place both hands down. Take the left hand, reach it to the outside of the right leg. Maybe look under that right shoulder. Then come back, normal down dog, walk your feet back a little bit. Take an inhale, press down. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. You're going to step it to the top of the mat here. Inhale, lift up, half flat back. And then exhale, fold forward. Good, inhale again, lift up, half flat back. And then exhale, fold forward. Maybe you bend the knees here. Maybe you drop the head. This mic is really in the way, guys. You guys hang out on your forward fold. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Sorry for the noise. It's just too high up. All right, hopefully that's a little better. Good. Again, inhale, lift up halfway. So we're in this half flat back. I'm going to look forward to you guys. I'm going to add in a twist. So if you want, grab your block. Place your right hand down to the mat. Inhale, lift your left arm, but then bring it down. As you start to lift the left arm, if the left hip starts to join, be really mindful of that. See if you can drop it back into place, keeping a really level tailbone here. So again, coming back, right hand to the block, to the mat. Inhale, lift your left arm. Maybe look up. Could keep the hip space neutral. Big breath. And exhale, come back, forward fold. Good, inhale, lift up. Left hand comes right to the center, right underneath the face here, maybe to the block. And then hip space level, inhale, reach the right arm towards the ceiling. Allow that right side to open, maybe gaze follows. Good, big breath. Exhale, forward fold. Good, bring it all the way to standing. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up and overhead. Good, allow that lift. Good, coming from the feet all the way up and through the body, shoulders down the back. Good, take a big breath. And exhale, come back, forward fold, Uttanasana. And then move sideways again. Good, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees. So coming into our traditional Surya Namaskara A. Stepping back. It's a plank pose here. Shoulders above wrist. Knees can drop down. Create the space that you need in this moment, guys. Good, press into the ground. So like away from the ground, feel the lift, big breath. Exhale, shift slightly forward. Bend the elbows straight back. Good, lower to the belly. Untuck the toes here. Inhale, lift. The heartbeat can come in to cobra here, elbows straight back. Or you can lift a little higher. Coming into up dog. If we're in up dog, heart comes beyond the arms. Big breath. And exhale, down dog. Good, take a big breath. And exhale, let it out. Good, take an inhale, press down into your palms. Exhale, look forward. Bend the knees. You can step, you can float, you can hop. However you want to get to the top. Inhale, lift, half flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Then transitioning into Surya Namaskara B, bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms really tall. And so chair pose, Utkatasana, hips are level and centered. The tailbone, again, is centered too. We're going to add a twist to this space here. Keep the hips forward, big breath. Exhale, drop the left arm down. Reach the right arm forward. Look behind you if possible. Feel this expansion come across the collarbone, so across the sternum, across the shoulder blades, and through to the fingertips. Come back to the center. Still stay deep in your chair pose. Inhale. Hips stay center. Right arm reaches back. Left arm forward. Good. Inhale, come back, reach tall. Exhale. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees. Plant the palms, step back, plank pose. Good, bend the elbows, lower through. You can always skip this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Then inhale, reach your right leg straight back behind. And then exhale, bring it through. We'll get it to the top of the mat. Know that you can always come down if you need to. Good, step it through. Drop your left knee down. Untuck the left toe. Good, press into that front foot. Knee above ankle. Inhale, reach tall here. Good, Anjaneyasana, crescent warrior modified here. Big breath. Exhale, drop the right arm down. We're going to take the right arm to the left hamstring possibly. And then lift up here. Start to open. Just slightly. So we're finding a slight twist here. That left or right shoulder is opening a little bit. Right side body is opening. And then there's a little bit of a heart opening space. Good. Inhale, reach tall. And then exhale, just extend, reach forward here. I'm going to tuck the back toe. You guys can stay down if you'd like. I'm going to tuck my back toe, straighten my leg. Taking this left elbow towards the right side of the knee. If you can get it all the way around, Good, do so. Press the palms together. Right elbow up, left elbow down. Maybe allow the gaze to follow. If you really want to open this space, the hand can come down. You only find this space if the left elbow can come all the way to the outside of the right knee. Good, big breath. Good, exhale. Come back to that extended space. Reach it really far forward. Big breath. Exhale. Coming to this extended chair. Good, big breath here. Exhale, forward fold. Good, take a breath. And exhale. Good, inhale, bring it all the way to standing. Reach it really tall. Big breath here. Exhale, lift up onto the tippy toes. Heels come away from the mat. Being mindful of the space in your knees, we're going to come down into center squat. So we really carefully, slowly lower our way. I'm going to back up a little. Good, into center squat. So the hands can come to heart center. We'll just pause here just for a moment to get ourselves balanced. If your heels can come to the ground and you can easily stay in the squat position, I can't right now, so I'm not going to do it, then ground your heels. Good. From this space, inhale, reach your right arm up really, really tall. Take it to the outside of the left knee. It can come down, so we're coming into Pashasana. Maybe the left arm lifts up. Keep the knees straight forward. Maybe this hand wraps around the back. If you can find a bind here, right arm meets left. Good, big breath. And exhale, back to center, really tall. Good, inhale all the way to standing, reach it up. Exhale, forward fold. Good, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step back to plank. Lower through. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. Good, take a breath. Exhale, let it out. Good, inhale, lift the left leg straight back behind. Exhale, bring the foot through between the hands. Drop the right knee down. We'll say modified, in this modified crescent. Just to start, maybe second time through, we'll go full posture, who knows. Inhale, reach really tall. And then exhale, left hand comes down, reach the right arm up. So this little bit of a side opening space, little twist, as well as heart opening. Good, inhale, come back to center, reach it here. Exhale, extend forward, kind of connect through belly. Tuck that back toe if you'd like. Extend, reach forward, big breath. Exhale, right elbow outside of the left knee. It doesn't have to come all the way outside. In the vicinity of the left side will create a twist, right? Level tailbone. Maybe palms come together. Without sinking into the right hip, keep it level. But if you have space, right arm comes down, left arm opens. Good, take one more breath. Good, exhale, come back to where we extend and reach forward. Good, step the right foot to meet the left. Good, big breath. Exhale, release. Good, inhale, come all the way to standing, reach tall. Lift up onto the tippy toes here. And then exhale, we're going to slowly lower into that center squat. If your knees don't allow you to do this, you can modify this space. It can be as simple as doing this, right? So find a space that works within the body that you woke up with this morning. If you can ground the heels, do so. Good. Reach the left arm up really tall. Exhale, take the right or left elbow to the right side of the knee. So if you're searching for this bind, think of hugging your knees in really close to the chest, as well as squeezing legs together. Good. You drop the hand down. Maybe it wraps around. Right arm starts to wiggle for something. Good. Your twist can resemble this. It can come into this space. Good. Stay lifted on the heels. Good. One more breath. Good. Exhale back to center. Center squat. Good. Big breath. Good. Exhale. Forward fold. Uttanasana. Good. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms. You can always skip this if you'd like. Shift forward, bend the elbows, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, lift to up dog. Exhale, come to down dog. And then drop the knees down to the mat. Tailbone to the heels. Reach the arms forward. Good. Child's pose, balasana. You're connecting here to the breath, to the intention. Allow that breath to expand wide through the back body. You're coming around to hug through the front body. Good. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, walk the hands to the right. Maybe right hand on top of left. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, walk the hands through to center, over to the right side. Maybe right hand on top of left. Good. Come back to center here. Roll it up really gently. We're going to roll the shoulders. Lift the shoulders up by the ears. Let them drop down. Good. Shoulders up by the ears. Let them drop down. Good. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. Good. Back to center and then downward facing dog again. Adho Mukha Svanasana. We're going to go through that again. Good. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Good. Inhale, reach the right leg straight back behind. Exhale, slowly bring the foot through. Good. This time we're going to stay on the ball of the back foot, full crescent, full Anjaneyasana. Good. Heel, back heel stays straight. Inhale, lift here. Good. Big breath. Exhale, right arm comes behind. Left arm lifts up. Allow the heart to open. Allow that right side body to open. Good. Inhale, bring it back to center, reach it tall. And then exhale, we find this extension, this space of Utthita, reaching forward, level it out with the tailbone. Left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. Maybe palms press. Maybe arms open. Keep that tailbone and that hip space level. So without dropping through the left hip, see if you can keep it even. Good. Inhale, reach it forward again. Step that left foot to meet the right. Good, good. Big breath. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, reach it tall. Lift up onto the toes. But gently start to lower into your center squat. Good, and you can stay here. You don't have to twist this space. Good, if you'd like to inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Maybe the hand just comes down here, right? You don't have to reach for a bind. Maybe you lift the left arm up. And twist it around to the small of the back. Finding whatever you find. Maybe it finds inner thigh. Good. Find some softness through the shoulder. Good. Through the neck. This gaze does not have to be hard. It doesn't even have to look behind you. Good. Back to center, center squat. Lift up through the heart. Big breath. And exhale. Forward fold gently, gently. Good. Release the head. Good. Inhale, lift up, half flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms. Step it back to plank. With control, bend the elbows, lower through. Good, inhale, choose your space, lift. Maybe up dog, maybe cobra. Good, exhale, downward facing dog. Good, staying with your ujjayi breath. If you start to kind of gasp for air, or if you feel that your breath is out of sync with your movement, slow it down. Good, inhale, lift the left leg straight back. Exhale, bring it through between the hands. Stay on the ball of the back foot this time. Inhale, lift. Anjaneyasana, crescent warrior. Good, big breath. Good, exhale, left arm down. If this is not the opposite, switch it up. Left arm down, right arm up and open. Good, stay deep in that front knee if you can. Inhale, reach back to center. Exhale, extend it forward. Good, so lengthen a little more through this right arm here. So again, we find that length, and then we start to twist right elbow to the outside of the left knee, maybe. Palms together. Left elbow starts to lift up, maybe gaze lifts up. Hips are level. If you have space, open that arm so we can kind of use it as leverage, right? To start to deepen into that twist. Then Parvrita Anjaneyasana is this rotating or twisting crescent pose. Good, one more really good breath. Good, exhale, come back to center, extend and reach forward. Step the left or the right foot to meet the left. Sit deep, big breath. Exhale, Uttanasana. Good, inhale. Connect as you rise and lift all the way up. And let the arms lift. Good, lift onto the toes. And then again, really gently mindful of the knees. Center squat. Good. I'm going to come this way just to give you a different view of this if you are attempting Pashasana. So again, we have the legs together and then you kind of hold them in towards the belly. Instead of doing this, you want to do this. So lift through the heart and then take the left arm. You can reach it up, lengthen before we twist. Left arm lifts tall and then it rotates open and around to the right or the left side. Right side. And then we kind of reach down. Maybe the hand turns around. This does not have to happen, friends. Right arm comes up, around, maybe it finds something. Good, maybe you just find that you put both hands to the sides. This is challenging. I said it was going to be a challenge, so I hope that's okay. So if you want to modify, the hand can come down, right arm can come just around the back gently. Back to center. Inhale here, center squat, lift the heart. And exhale, forward fold. Big breath. And stay in Uttanasana, maybe bind here. Good, release the hands if they're bound. And I'm going to move back here. Inhale, lift up here. Exhale, bend the knees. Ooh, back to center squat. Drop the tailbone, press down through the palms. We're going to gently have a seat with control. Pelvic muscles engage. So if you can, maybe reach the arms forward. Maybe play with the idea of having the heels ground. Reach forward, heels ground. Good, and then gently, bottom comes down, lift the feet, Navasana. Good, maybe the arms reach forward. If we can keep the knees together, keep the knees together. If you like to straighten the legs, straighten the legs. Good, big breath. Exhale, left arm comes behind, sit up tall. Good, grab a hold if you can, left foot. Extend the right leg straight out, whoa. Keep the right leg lifted. Good, inhale, come back to center. Navasana. Right arm reaches behind. Left arm goes forward. grab that right toe. Extend your left leg. Wide open through that right arm. Holy moly, what are we doing? Just kidding, guys. We know what we're doing. Good, inhale here. Boat pose. Hold it here. Good, continue with that heat that you are creating and see if you can breathe into the space. We're not stalled, we're just holding. Good, know that Navasana is just as good with the toes down. Good, stay in the space. Connect to intention. Maybe close the eyes. Allow the heat to continue to build. So this is tapas that we create in our practice. Tapas is internal heat. It is a fiery cleansing space. Burning enthusiasm is what it translates to in Sanskrit. Big breath. Good, exhale. Cross the ankles. Come to the hands and knees, but then settle back into Virasana, hero's pose. So this can be seated on the heels. You can grab a block if you'd like to sit on the block. Good, so choose your seat. I'm gonna look forward at you guys. Good, and then sit up tall here. Place the palms, to the hands, or to the thighs, flip them to face up, big breath in. Exhale out. Do you guys feel that heat? Are you still there? Did you leave? No, I'm just kidding. Good, so counterbalancing our fiery practice with a cooling posture. So we create heat and we use it to cleanse, we use it to motivate ourselves. The third chakra is a space of willpower, right? So that is maybe not necessarily motivation, but I feel like it comes hand in hand, right? So that willpower, the drive to create is fueled by that tapas, that heat. But we're gonna, without getting it too hot, we're gonna balance it out with some breath work called Sitali. So it's a cooling breath. It's a very nice grounding breath as well. So if you can genetically roll your tongue like that, you're gonna do that. Some people can't. Try it. So stick your tongue out. Everyone try this. Yes? No? Okay. If you can't, you're gonna stick your tongue out like a kitty. So the little kitty cat, you're gonna suck the air in from either space. Not suck, no gasping. Drawing it in, kind of sipping in the air. So stick the tongue out, sit up tall. Actually, we're gonna do one cleansing breath. So big breath in through the nose. Exhale, side out. All right. Close the eyes if you'd like, or soft gaze. Stick the tongue out. Draw the breath in through the tongue. Pull the tongue back in. Pause in that retention. Exhale the breath out through the nose. Stick the tongue out. Suck the breath in. Sorry if that sounds funny. Suck the tongue in. Pause. Exhale the breath out the nose. Stick the tongue out. Guide the breath in through that space. Pause with the tongue back in the mouth. Exhale out the nose. Do a few more like that. Again, just draw. So instead of gasping in really fast, just gently sip the breath in through the tongue. And let the breath out through the nose. 2 more times. Good. Does that feel cooling? You can almost literally feel the temperature, right? As you draw the breath in through the tongue. It's very palpable of the cooling factor. So have a seat here. I'm going to do a little seated twisting postures here. Extend the legs straight out in front and then draw the right knee in. Keep the left leg flexed. And then we're going to be twisting, so there's a few ways to twist. We can find a bind. We can keep that space unbound, so Baddha or no Baddha. Sit up really tall. Good. And then take that right arm. I'm going to show you through the bind. With the bind, you're going to reach the right arm forward, bend the elbow, reach around that shin. Take the left arm, walk it back. Good. So we find the bind here? Maybe not? No worries. If you're not bound, elbow comes to the knee, left hand comes behind you. Sit up, look behind you. Good. Either way, again, Baddha or no Baddha. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, look behind you. The Marichiasana. Keep that left foot flexed and engaged. And don't fight for the bind if you have, sometimes maybe we've never seen this posture and we feel like we need to do it. Don't push or pull or squeeze our way into it. This can be as simple as guiding the shin in, sitting up tall, and rotating through cervical spine, right? So we're still twisting here. Good. Wherever you're at, big breath. Good. Exhale, come back to center. I'm going to take that knee down, but we're actually going to get a hold. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere crazy. We're going to take a hold of the shin and sort of just move it a little bit. Good. And then we're going to guide the heel towards that left hip point. It does not have to come here. So if you can get it up, it's like a half lotus, Ardha Padmasana. Modify by putting the foot down to the inner thigh. Good. I'm going to take the left hand, reach it around the back. You're going to come for the big toe. If you can grab it, grab it. So here's a slight twist, right? We're opening, but then we're going to center it back. So right shoulder comes forward. Take the left hand, reach for the left big toe. Disclaimer, I can't do this on the other side. So if you can't do this on this side, I'm sure you're not alone. Inhale, sit tall. And then exhale, if there's room, start to reach forward. Ardha Baddha Pada Paschimottanasana. Someone tell me what this is in Sanskrit and write it in the comments, because I forget. Good. Inhale, sit up. Keep the left lotus leg if you can. Take the hands to the right side. We're going to lean to the right. Take the left heel towards the left. So with that bind still happening, with the right arm behind, left hand comes under the right knee. Good. Look over that right shoulder. This is, we're in pretzel shapes right now, so be gentle. Good. One more breath. Good. Exhale, gently release. Right hands come to the right side, lean to get that left leg out. Right leg and left leg extend. Good. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, fold forward. Just regular good old Paschimottanasana. Good. Inhale, sit back up. And then we'll do that on the other side. So like I said, I have a knee problem on this side, so I can't come into full lotus really right now, or even half lotus on this side. So modification, take the left heel towards the right hip, or just resting it on the right thigh, or it can come down to the inner right thigh. Good. Left arm reaches and opens behind you, wiggles around to find big toe. Again, I can't grab it on this side, so no worries. Right arm reaches down. Inhale here, sit tall, and then exhale, coming forward. Good. Breathe, expand wide through back body. And soften front body. Good. One more breath. Good. Inhale, sit up. So with that bind still happening, if you have it, or the idea, the imagination happening, we're going to come into it on the left side here. Actually, we're going to undo the bind. Sorry, back it up, back it up. Lean to the left. Take that right heel to the right hip. So we're in half hero's pose, half lotus pose. Goodness sakes. Left hand reaches around to find the bind if you can. right hand, palm comes down to the mat. We slide the fingers underneath the left thigh, left knee, and look over that left shoulder. So modify as much as you need, right? You can completely take that off. Foot can just gently rest on the thigh, and you can just turn to the left. So finding the balance in between the effort and the effortlessness, that do easy space, right? Where we are efficiently and strongly practicing. Extend the legs out. So in our most efficient space, the most aware of what our body is doing. Good, inhale, reach tall. Exhale, extend it forward. Good, pause here, stay here. Neutral spine. So no twisting side to side, just this gentle flexion forward. Good, inhale, sit up here. We're going to come to the back. I'm going to move this pack so I don't disconnect from the audio. We're going to lay down here, guys. Little disclaimer before we come into this. If you have any issues, this is a hard one to teach without being able to see you guys. So I'm going to take it, you are going to take it upon yourselves to be really responsible in this posture. We're coming into Halasana plow pose. Don't force your way into this. I'll show you a modification. Be so mindful of the back of the neck. When you're in this posture, don't look at the screen to see what I'm doing. Stay centered and neutral. So twists are over. Then lay down on the back. Good. And then roll the shoulders underneath. Maybe just flex. So flex the feet to the ceiling and stay here. Good. If you'd like to come into full posture, roll the shoulders underneath. Good. Gently lift the feet up and over the head. Good. Maybe you find a bind, or find a bind if you'd like. If you find that the feet are touching overhead, make sure we don't kind of go soft here. So really straighten through the legs, engage through the quads. Again, here is not the time to look to make sure you're doing it right. The cervical spine is really important here. So we want to make sure the back of the neck isn't pressing into the mat. And again, that we don't look side to side.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom!
Ever since that Mother's Day class, my daughter has thought it's Mother's Day every day. Thank you, sweet pie. Come here. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness. Guys, gently roll it down. We'll take a look at this flower here. Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you. Good. And then just drop the knees to the right. Drop the knees to the left. And then I'm going to come up to straight. You guys can come up too. These are so pretty, Flo. Wow, look at these, guys. You can come into Shavasana here if you'd like. You can lay down fully on the back. Or you can come up to a seated space. I want to go through just a simple meditation. No attachments to it, right? It is just simply observing. There's no angles to it. It is just an observation of how we feel in the present moment. So allowing ourselves to feel what we feel and observing them is the practice of meditation without grasping to the concept of whatever flows in and out, whatever mind stuff appears. We just allow ourselves to be conscious of it. So if you're choosing to be finished with practice today, thank you. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you guys. I hope the twisting was wonderful. Don't skip Shavasana if you're out, okay? It's so important. But if you're coming into this guided meditation, it's only just a few minutes here. Find a comfortable space. It doesn't have to be seated. I like it to be seated personally because it makes me feel more just alert instead of, gotta find a comfortable spot here. Here we go. All right, allow the eyes to close. Sit up tall. And take a breath in through the nose. And exhale, let it go out the mouth. And then just start to become aware of the breath the same way we started the practice. Noticing how the breath comes in and out the nose. Maybe noticing how the body shifts and changes shape as we inhale and as we exhale. And taking note of any physical sensations that you might feel in the body. And then more specifically, maybe not more specifically, but just shifting the observation and observe that swirling or that cycling of the thoughts. And being aware that it is mind stuff. And allowing that mind stuff to come in and out without holding too tight. Knowing that whatever comes in is there for a reason. So allowing and feeling the emotions that pop up. And sitting with that space. And whether, maybe I won't attach, you guys feel what you feel. I don't need to label them for you. So the array of emotions that we have, that you have in this moment, are yours for a reason. Just observe, don't attach. And then taking the right hand to the heart space and the left hand to the heart space. This is feeling what it's like to connect to the heart center, and then just observing what your spirit feels like, whatever that means to you. Observe what it's like to connect to your heart center. Maybe allowing a space of self-compassion. Whatever that means, however that resonates with you, to come into this space. Just gently sitting, gently experiencing this moment, this breath. Allowing the mind to cycle through as it does mind stuff. And then allowing it to pass just the same as it came in. And taking 3 really good deep breaths here, in and out the nose. Last breath, let it come out the mouth. Gently blink the eyes open. Good. If you guys are still here with me, thank you for coming to class. Thank you for all your support, for always joining in, you guys. Thank you guys for making space for yourselves. That's, it's not about me, it's about you guys. So this is about creating space that you need. This is about checking in with yourself. This is a personal practice. Always remember that. It's a journey of the self, which is pretty deep, right? Thanks for getting deep with me, guys. I will see you next time. Yeah, we're done. we're done with yoga for now. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate all of you. Have a great Sunday.